This is the matrix drill. It's a drill that I developed to teach quarterbacks half the field reads throwing in close quarters coverage. Very difficult for some quarterbacks once they've read a coverage to determine whether a player is open or not. Because there's so many people running around, they have a difficult time placing the football in space. This is a box that I created as 13 yards by 13 yards. That 13 is pretty much set based on my experience as being the most effective distance to keep it fair. That box is set just out from the hash down to the numbers, and we're going to be able to just pass the numbers, but basically that's where you're going to set it up. The quarterback will be in the middle of the field, so you'll have him dropping back on a 5-step drop. You want to start this line approximately 2 to 3 yards from the box. So you're going to be, the line of scrimmage will be 2 to 3 yards where the receivers will take off. They're going to run a combination route into the box. The ball has to be caught in the box by rule, no matter where the receivers are. So they may start on these routes, but they may adjust to those routes based on how the defense goes. Now, the defense has an interesting rule set. We're going to throw the ball into space, but they have a rule that governs how they play first. The rule is they have to leave their cone at the start of the play and run the equivalent of the distance to another cone. So let's say, for instance, they choose they're going to do a circuit. They're all going to go and switch the cone they're on. They have to run that 13 yards before they can play defense.
The rule is the defender has to get to within 1 yard of the cone he's running to before he can come off and play free defense anywhere in the box on a receiver. Up until then, he can cover a ball that's thrown along the path he's in, or he can intercept it. But he has to be honest and try to make an effort to get to that cone. This keeps the defense straight and also gives the quarterback an opportunity to get rid of the ball before things start to tighten up when those defenders get free.
Now, what's fun about this is just one of the ways they can rotate. They can rotate up to 6 or 7 different ways, and they all get more creative as we do this drill. As you find out, they start trying to do all kinds of fun stuff. They can rotate the way you saw. They can rotate to the middle, touch a hand, and come back out. So now they're closing down to the center of the field and working their way back out. Now the rule is they can play defense on the path that they're running, but they can't leave that path they're running until they're back within 1 yard of their cone. But they're going to leave the cone they're on, and they can return back to the cone that they're on. They can cross over if they want. No matter what they want to do, they can do it. But the key to it is they can't leave their path of running until they've gotten back or to the cone they're running to. Now what will happen is your receivers sometimes will have the edge because they just chose wrong. Quarterback throws them, they're a pretty easy throw. Other times, your defenders will turn. This guy coming back inside presents a tremendous defensive position against the inside route. So you have to, as a quarterback, have enough patience to see it come open, and as a receiver, run to space. There is no clock in this drill. These guys can run around in this box whenever they need to, and you got to throw the ball in that hole. You'll see as the drill goes that the advantage is to the defense the longer the ball is held, because they have 4 on 2. They're going to cover up those guys' double coverage in a minute. So the idea is for the quarterback to get 5, get the ball in space as quick as possible. Let's demonstrate this drill on the field so you can see all the different ways the defense can rotate and have a good time with it.